Okay, here we have a question, a mercury thermometer measures, and your choices are here. Now the question is, which of these choices is correct? So let us actually consider this from a practical standpoint. Yeah, let's say I have a thermometer and I immerse it in water, and I take the reading after a little while, and it says 75 degrees Celsius. I conclude that the temperature of the water is 75 degrees Celsius. Now I place the thermometer in contact with uh, some oil, and it reads after a little bit 95 degrees Celsius, and then I conclude that the temperature of the oil is 95 degrees Celsius. But the question here is, what is the thermometer measuring? Yeah, what is it actually measuring? So suppose now I place it in contact with both. Yeah, so I've got the container of water. I place it adjacent to the container of oil, and I make both of them touch the bulb of the thermometer, one on one side, one on the other. Okay, you can visualize this reasonably well, I think. And what happens then? It's not going to measure 75 degrees Celsius, which was the temperature of the water, or 95 degrees Celsius, which was the temperature of the oil. Somewhere in between it's going to end up here. And the question is now, that's neither of, it's not the temperature of the water nor of the oil. And it depends on what kind of contact you're making that the final result will be. Yeah. So the question now, again, we still have not answered. What is it measuring? Yeah. So now let's place the thermometer such that it's not in contact with either the water or the oil. Question is, what now is it measuring? Is it not going to be reading anything? No, there will be some reading on the thermometer. And so what's it measuring? We then conclude that the temperature of the surroundings is whatever, let's say 35 degrees Celsius. But that's, how is it constantly changing depending on what it's in contact with? If it's not in contact with, there must be something else. The thing is, it's always measuring what the temperature of the mercury is. That is the only thing that is constant in all situations. There's the mercury in the thermometer, and it is measuring the temperature of the mercury. The thermometer is calibrated to tell you what the temperature of the mercury is. It is only when we use the principle of thermodynamic equilibrium that we can then say, okay, after a little while, the temperature of the mercury is the same as the temperature of the water, and therefore, since the thermometer reads 75 degrees Celsius, the temperature of the water is 75 degrees Celsius. Please understand, it is the zeroth law of thermodynamics, the idea of thermal equilibrium, that allows us to say that the temperature of one object is the same as that of another. But the thermometer is always measuring the temperature of the mercury.